Alright guys, coming at you with an Alpha 4.3 video. We're going to look at some teams for each of the three restrictions, talking about Cosmic, Global, and City of course. I'm going to go through what I consider the three hardest nodes, my favorite teams, and subs that I use at varying degrees. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. And we'll start off with Cosmic, just because it's the first on the left. And the best Cosmic team is going to be the Infinity Watch with Adam Warlock. I have been able to full auto the entire thing. I have a 720k Infinity Watch, so that's obviously not going to be viable for many people that play this game. But the 4 Infinity Watch members minus Adam Warlock were pretty widely available. And if you got them to around 5 stars, 5 yellows, and you have around 4 red, I think you're still going to be able to do 4.3. All you're going to want to do is build them up as much as you can with gear, put a whack of T4s on them, pretty much just don't do Nebula Special and Ultimate, do everything else. And then sub in one of these 5 characters below. Now Star-Lord is going to buff your Gamora, which is going to make her probably take out these Lokis that are a problem in the Cosmic lane before they give you any trouble. Silver Surfer is just all around great. Same with Kestrel. Ebony Maw and Minerva are probably the weakest subs here. I know that's a little weird because you kind of want that sustain. However, they are more susceptible to getting one shot. Minerva obviously more than Ebony Maw. But if you have the 4 Infinity Watch members minus Adam Warlock, you can kind of go through your roster as other members drop. Chances are your Infinity Watch is going to be fully health the entire time with the drain they get from Kestrel. But let's get into the footage. Now, it's not a very hard node for Cosmic that I'm showing. It's just the Summoner node. And the reason it's difficult is because of the 2 Lokis. And the reason I want to show this node is because if you're using like a Kestrel, Thanos, Hela, Ebony Maw, Minerva team, the Lokis could step in and absolutely ruin your day by having you kill your own Minerva before you even get to take a turn. Now that's a problem, right? As you see with the Infinity Watch, that's not an issue. The spawn with immunity with Adam Warlock stops them from getting the defense down, and so they're not going to get killed off the bat. And of course their damage is just so ridiculous they peel through the rest of them both. I will say that with my team, again, 720k, so maybe not, maybe you can't visualize the difference in the power there, but I'm able to full auto the entire last boss node with like cooldowns off whack. So there's that. So there goes that node. Nothing spectacular, obviously way overpowered for this, but I stand by that team recommendation. They are amazing in raids, especially when you can use them together. Now let's move on to global. The Astonishing X-Men are going to be your most reliable team here. Obviously, you can't use Bishop in all the nodes. In the nodes you can, go ahead and use Bishop. In the nodes you can't, these are my 5 recommendations, leaning mostly towards Zemo and X23 for every single node except for the last global restricted node. In that case, you want to use Red Guardian, and I'll show you why right now. 500k as well. It's Alpha 4.3, so it's no joke. Now you see, I actually lost that node previously because I was just going full auto with X23. I forgot to sub in Red Guardian for this node. Go ahead and fix that. Korath will pretty much kill anybody he targets. So if he doesn't target Iceman, or if he targets Beast, you're definitely going to lose this node. So throw in Red Guardian. He takes the hit, and then you just go ahead and you can hit auto pretty much from there on out. As soon as you kill one person, you're going to be A-okay. Now if you do walk in there with stun up from your Jubilee, go ahead and throw it on that operative just to stop the stealth. And yeah, so this is actually my X-Men during this time were weaker. The power you saw them at in that global screen isn't the power they're at in this video. I've added a bunch of yellow stars since then because of the Iceman Blitz and the Jubilee event and such. So you know, you're just feeding yourself your speed meter. Crossbones taunts. We can go ahead and put Disrupt on him if we want, but instead we'll go for the weaker Iron Fist. We'll stop him before he gets to do his ult. And guys, keep in mind when you're doing this node, the more assists you get on Jubilee and spread those blinds to these Winter Soldiers and this Iron Fist, the better, because they hit really hard and they can one-shot you if your Red Guardian isn't protecting you. So, always good to keep in mind who's getting the assists on the Astonishing X-Men because it is such a powerful mechanic. We get this done on Iron Fist, so we're not worried about him doing anything. We got some low enemy members here, so we go ahead and finish them off. That's going to splash kill that one Winter Soldier, and we're just eating speed up here, and yeah, we're going to win this node pretty handily.
I'm
not too worried about spreading those blinds out anymore because everyone's so low. We're just eating up the free speed meter. I'm actually flipping that Korath. He targets Red Guardian anyway, so thank you for that, sir. There goes some more speed for us. Yeah, so with my Astonishing X-Men, at this point, when I was doing the global lane about 2 days ago, I had it on full auto. I had it on full auto until like the 7th node, and my Zemo just got one shot, so then I subbed in X23, and then I went full auto from there on out. Subbed in Red Guardian for this node that you see here, and on the last node I subbed in Bishop, and yes, Astonishing X-Men can absolutely take out that last node as well. So here you go. Let's look at City next. Now, obviously, you're going to want the symbiotes here, guys. They're really the only viable city team, which is okay because they're amazing. But there is one super problematic node. You know the node I'm talking about. It is the Hero Brawler node with the 2 Daredevils. On that node, you'll see my symbiotes are, again, 700k, so it's not very relatable for most people. You can throw in a burner team and try and take out that Miss Marvel. Some people in my alliance are doing that, and they're having success with that. I found with my team, and if I switch up some of the ISOs, I can actually get through it with one-shotting, so you're saving on your energy and you're getting through that node. Now, when I say on ISOs, Fortifier on Anti-Venom. I know a lot of people hate that. I've loved it for the Doom Raid. I don't have it on right now because I just upgraded him to 5 red stars. I want to see if that would work. But previously, I put Fortifier on him and it made it reliable. But let's get into it. Sorry about that box. I got a text message from work. You guys don't want to see that. So you see, I actually come into this node dry. I don't have my cooldowns ready. If you have your cooldowns ready, this is so much easier, and I'll show you why. My Venom almost gets taken out right here. Had I had Symbiote Spider-Man ult up, you can see there's a Daredevil that hasn't gone yet. Now you stun him, and this node becomes a joke. It's a walk-away joke. Because I don't, I have to go ahead and I stay on the Miss Marvel. I'm going to give her defense down. And again, here, Scream would have went before Spider-Man and Daredevil on that side. While if I had her ult up, after stunning them with Symbiote Spider-Man, I would have rewinded that right side, and then my symbiotes would have had all the time in the world to get the train rolling, no problem. And what I would have done is, with Anti-Venom, I would have used his ultimate on either the Daredevil. Well, no, I would have used it on the Daredevil, because then I would get dodge and immunity because Scream puts disrupt on them. So that's what you want to do if you're able to come in here prepped. It's not my lane. I kind of just cut over to do this for this video. I didn't get any complaints. So that's okay. But there you go. See, my Venom died because that Daredevil was not stunned. My Anti-Venom almost goes down, just barely hangs on. He's able to use the ult to get himself a bunch of buffs. We get that defense up. You don't want to res right away because the chain from Spider-Man or just the ultimate from Miss Marvel would have easily taken him out. But we are prepped and we're ready to go. Anti-Venom has the speed up from the Scream passive. Miss Marvel's done, so we're not worried about her. We now have our Scream ultimate up. You'll see it's just so powerful. The slows and the turn meter rewind is huge. Now we get to bring Venom back. We'll try and get that slow on Jessica Jones. We do. And obviously we're now at full health. We're in full control of this node and we're going to be just fine. We see that Spider-Man over there is about to ult us. Well, let's ult him first. He's out of the way now. I start beating up on him just because of that the skirmisher vulnerable mark he had. I really should have just went and finished off that right side with the Jessica Jones and the enemy Spider-Man there. I got greedy trying to put a ability block on the Jessica Jones that did not have the slowdown. And instead we just end up killing her. Well, that's just fine too, right? Now what's going to happen is as soon as you get down to, I think it's 2 or even 3 members without the speed meter, the 2 Iron Fists are going to pop in and they're going to do a bunch of healing. So I should have taken out the other Jessica Jones because the one I just killed had heal block. But that's okay, there's just 4 members left. We'll go ahead and get some more dots out there. The immunity from, the resist from Jessica Jones kind of sucks, but we didn't have Anti-Venom's ultimate up anyway because we had to use it as a res. The special as a res, rather. And here you go. So that's the 3rd node. That is definitely the absolute hardest node in this raid, and it's just because of that opener with the Daredevil. So like I say, one Daredevil is going to go before your team, and same with the Spider-Man. The other Daredevil and Spider-Man actually have a reduced speed meter, so you want to use your Symbiote Spider-Man ult on them and your Scream ult on them, or you want to have a 700k team like me. So make your choice. I think everyone should just have your cooldowns ready instead. That'd be smarter. Just let the autoplay do its thing. Oh, I didn't put it on autoplay. I should have, just for speed. So you see that Iron Fist ult still absolutely smacked us, even with defense up. So you want to make sure your Venom's staying above, I think, 95% life, right? So you get that defense up all the time. Anyway, guys, that's it. Those are what I consider the 3 hardest nodes. I will say with your symbiotes, I wouldn't use them on the final boss node with no restrictions. Axemen and Infinity Watch are simply better. So anyway, guys, hope you found that helpful, a little bit informative. If you did, please like and subscribe. I'll be around on YouTube all the time making more videos, so I'll see you in the future. Bye for now.